Hello, David Saunders here, wanting to meet you and say hello once again. The reason for this video is I would like to talk a little bit about the top 3 people skills necessary in order to become an effective and efficient leader, okay? When we hear the word leader, we immediately think of someone who leads people somewhere. Isn't that what you hear? I hear that. This is what I get out of the word leader. It's the usual definition. It's a place where people can see someone's potential and lead them to where they reach their maximum potential. Okay, they learn how to implement what they have learned and add value to other people's lives and lead them to their overall and their purpose of existence. Okay. But let's dive right into the top 3 effective people skills necessary that I believe. Now, you may also know of some, and hey, that's fine. I just think, and this is just for me, the top 3 are for me only, okay? And I'm just sharing this with you, hopefully honestly knowing that it will be of some help. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the ability to properly listen to other people, okay? Let's, for example, say you're in a conversation with someone and your mind is not really focused at this moment, but rather you're daydreaming, thinking about tomorrow's softball game, or thinking about the Penguins game, or whatever it may be, and then you come back in tune with reality and you're talking to that person again and you have no idea what that person's talking about, but you try to say something to let them know besides a nod of a head like, yeah, so you say something and then it's letting them see and know that you're not really listening. And that's an immediate turn off. People do not like that, okay? Because they're like, well, why am I even talking? It's like talking to a brick wall over here. Like this brick wall, it's like talking to that brick wall. And people don't like that. If people's talking to you, they enjoy that. And to think about it, people like to talk about themselves, okay? That's just a given. Think about when you see a picture that has you in it, okay? Who's the first person you look at? 8 times out of 10, this person is you, okay? That's a given. It's a natural instinct to want to talk about ourselves, and that's perfectly fine. That's okay. But the point is, listen to that person when you're speaking. Try to take mental notes of what that person is talking about, so that therefore later on in life you can relate to that person, and it will also help you to recall and remember the 3rd most effective way to be a leader. And the people skill is what I'm saying. The people skill, the 3rd most effective people skill, which we'll get to in a minute. Okay, now the second one is to ask yourself, do other people feel comfortable around you? Do they? Are they allowed to be themselves? Or do they have to put on a show, put on some kind of costume and be someone else that they're really not, because they have to feel like they are like you, or they have to fit in to how you are and what you do and how you think? Okay, if you're putting that off on people, if people feel they have to be just like you to hang out with you, then that's another strike. People are not going to follow you. People are not going to want to know what you have to offer, because you're not allowing them to be themselves. You're not allowing them to be comfortable with who they are, which can lead them to think less of themselves and just ruin their whole day. Pretty much, there's many different things factoring into that, but for this video I'm trying to keep it short. I'm trying to keep your attention span. Are you using a people skill at listening effectively to what I'm saying? I hope so. Anyway, let's move on to the 3rd people skill, okay? And like I said earlier, that 3rd people skill is the remembering of names, okay? Now this is very important. I'm over here speaking to Jim, okay? And Jim is 8 feet tall, has a real tiny little squeaky voice like this, okay? Well, okay, how can I remember Jim's name? Okay, I can think of Jim instantly as a giant. Jim the Giant, okay? It's easy to remember. So if you're in a group of 3 or 4 people and you're just new to the conversation, you've never met these people before, I want to share a little tidbit with you to help you remember their name, okay? And you can simply match their face with a symbol. I use animals sometimes. You know, I know some people, and I'm not making fun of, because I know I look crazy. I got a big forehead, you know, and my ears are little. So, you know, whatever animal I look like, you know, I'd like to know, honestly. But some people I know look more like an animal, or some resemblance of a symbol, you know, the way they do their hair. It helps me to remember their name until I get more comfortable, you know, as time goes on and I talk on and on with these people, okay? So, you know, I just want to end this video pretty much. I just want to share with you the top 3 people skills necessary in order to be an effective and efficient leader, all right? I know you enjoyed this video. You probably got some laughs out of it. But hey, I'm just being me. David Saunders, sign out. Take care. God bless. I'll see you next time.